Hello friends. Welcome to the IT Expert System YouTube channel. Today we are going to learn the new PMP 2021 risk management process. This topic is key for your PMP exam. From risk management chapter, you may expect more questions in the exam. Managing the project risks are key task for the project manager. In this video, we will learn how to manage various project risks. Project risk management includes: risk management is the process of minimizing any potential problems that may negatively impact a project's timetable. Risk is any unexpected event that might affect the people, processes, technology, and resources involved in a project. How to manage project risks. First, project teams should work with various stakeholders and identify possible risks. Teams should log these risks in a risk register. Risk register should be updated on a regular basis as we find some new risks. Second, risk analysis. We need to categorize risks and see what can we do to minimize its impact. Third, risk response. What would be appropriate response to manage the risks? Fourth, implementing a risk response. Try out the response strategy and see how effectively we are minimizing risks. Fifth, monitor the risks. Risk may change its priority and likelihood. To address the risks, teams shall regularly monitor the risks. Type of risks. External risks are created by external forces. Example: government, economical factor, suppliers. Internal risks are created by internal forces. Example: resource risks, finance risk, priority risks, space constraints. Technical risks are created by technology limitation. Example: on-premise versus cloud technology. Unforeseeable, these are unknown risks, we don't know but it sometimes happens. Now let's discuss. What's difference between issue versus risk? An issue is essentially a risk that has happened. A risk is something that hasn't happened yet but has some probability of occurring. In other words, risks are potential future problems and issues are current problems. Risks can be further classified. Positive risks. If this event occurs, project or business may get benefits. Example: receiving more orders than we expected. Now we need to build some additional capacity, require work and investment, however this is helping us to grow. Negative risks. Project or business may get negative impact. Some event, either negatively impact project progress or slowing us down. Risk utility factor. Not all companies or managers are taking risk equally. Person to person accepting risk appetite vary. Risk adverse. A person does not want to take any risk, normally they prefer to avoid taking risks. Risk neutral. A person take calculated risk. If the reward is good they take risks, but they always evaluate benefits first then take risk. Risk taker. A person wants to take more risk and look for higher reward. Sometimes they just take risk even there is not clear benefits or rewards. Risk tolerance level is different. Risk taker may have higher tolerance than risk adverse. Risk threshold. A point where person is afraid to take higher risks. Let's discuss how to assessing project risk. Identify potential risks. Sit down and create a list of every possible risk and opportunity you can think of. Determine probability. What are the odds a certain risk will occur? Determine impact. What would happen if each risk occurred? Assessing project risk. Find out risk impact and its likelihood. A risk which has a higher likelihood and has higher impact should be addressed immediately and closely monitor. Risk impact and likelihood matrix will help team to decide which risk should be addressed first. Risk analysis. Risk should be analyzed by qualitative. Identify risk impact with some category form: high, low, medium. This is very subjective but it's easy to explain. Quantitative. Identify risk impact in a numeric form: 90%. This is very objective, but it's hard to explain. Now let's go over risk identification tools and techniques. The following tools, techniques can be used by team to identify risk: qualitative, brainstorming. Delphi techniques. Interviewing. SWOT analysis. Checklist analysis. Assumption analysis. Assessing project risk. Rather than focusing all the risks at the same time, focus on risk that has higher impact and higher likelihood. Risk identification tools and techniques. The following tools, techniques can be used by team to identify risk: quantitative sensitivity analysis, expected monetary value, EMV modeling and simulation, cost risk analysis, break-even analysis. Risk response plan is key for the risk management. As a manager, you should focus. High risk should be minimized. High opportunity should be realized. Plan what activities or resources are needed to address risks. How much time and cost you can allocate. How do you monitor the risk, etc. Positive risk is known as an opportunity. These are known strategy for the positive risks. Exploit, take full advantage, without involving any other party's share. If you need to partner with someone, you should do it. Enhance, after initial investment, if you feel more investment will give you better reward, then do it. Accept, if you cannot maximize, at least get simple benefits. Positive risk is known as an opportunity. These are known strategy for negative risks. Avoid, if possible, you should avoid negative risks transfer. If you can involve other parties, then do your best to transfer the risks. Mitigate, if risk is under control, mitigate it. Accept, if you cannot much, then just be ready for the risk. Risk monitoring is important, and having a good discipline will help team. Assign an owner, assign an owner to each risk. The owner should be the person who is most suited to deal with a particular risk and to monitor it. Regularly review risks. Set aside time at least once a week to identify new risks and to monitor the progress of all logged items. Risk types. Primary risk, main identified risk. Secondary risk, if the primary risk is addressed then new risk arises, known secondary risk. Residual risk, when we address primary risk, some percentage risk is still remain, is called residual risks. Risk management process include: 1. Identify and assess risks. 2. Prioritize risks. 3. Find out risk profile. 4. Define risk response strategy. 5. Execute your risk response strategy. 6. Monitor and measure secondary and residual risks. Let's try few sample questions. Thank you for watching this video. We provide hands-on computer training with labs, homework, group projects, prepare you for the certification, provide real projects, internship opportunities, support you in resume, LinkedIn, staffing support, provide tech references, in-person, online class retake options, and more. Call us at 847-350-9034 for your free career consultation meeting. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our video to get the notification of our latest video.